How you guys doing today? So in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing how you can use a micro SD card to get Windows 10 on your Steam Deck. So if that's something you guys were interested in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. So there are several things that you're going to need in order for this to work. So the first being here, you're going to need Rufus. And Rufus is going to let you to be able to put that Windows image to your Steam Deck. So make sure you have that. You're gonna need Windows 10 or 11. I prefer 10, seems to run better than 11 so far in the Steam Deck. So you can come here and download it. And then you're gonna need your drivers as well. So you can come here and download your drivers. And last but not least, for you to get control support working, you need to download these three files here. So 1, 2, 3. So again, I will post all these links in the description below. So with that being said, we're going to get started. So next you're going to need to install Rufus. So come here, I already have Rufus installed. So I downloaded 3.20, so make sure you do that as well. And then again, Windows 10, just come here, hit download. I have it download myself, but for you guys, just come here, click download. Next, again, download all these drivers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you have all these drivers downloaded. So when you boot up Windows, you can have audio and also Wi-Fi as well. So these are really important. So come here and download these three, 1, 2, 3. And the reason being, when you go to Windows, you're going to need this to make sure that the controller works the way it should. So the first thing is you're going to need a way to transfer this from your PC to your Steam Deck. I use a micro SD card, so whatever format you guys use, just make sure you have that plugged into your PC. All right, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna open up the Windows creation that we downloaded. So here it is. Let's open this up. All right, next step. So we're gonna want to create an installation media USB. So let's hit that, hit next. And yes, we're gonna hit next here. All right, so we're gonna do USB flash drive here. And then the same removable device, the no label, we're gonna go with that. So it's gonna take us time to do that. All right, so as you guys can see here, it's finished. So we're just gonna hit finish and should be good to go. All right, so next step, we have our micro SD card here. We're just gonna plop that in, as you guys are seeing here. All right, so the next step is we're gonna hold the power button and down. So we're gonna let go the power button, but continue to hold down. And it should bring us to a screen like this. And so we want to go to the SD card that we installed here, and I believe it's this one here. All right, so we treat to the screen, and this might freak some of you guys out, but don't worry. As we get into Windows, you can change the screen rotation. So we're just gonna go with all of this, hit next. We're gonna install now and let it set up Windows for us. All right, so I'm gonna put I don't have a product activation key, and then it's gonna ask which one, which I'm gonna pick Windows 10 Home. Again, if you have Windows 11, here's where you'll pick that. And then this is just stuff that it wants you to read. I'm just gonna accept it. All right, so it's gonna load up a lot, but then when it's all said and done, you brought to the screen, and this is the screen to where you set up Windows on here. So we're gonna just skip all this and again get right into this. Now you don't have internet because you have to install the driver, so let's skip that. Continue with limited setup. Again, we'll get to everything that requires internet. So we're gonna name our PC. All right, just enter some security question here. So go through all this, accept it. Again, you can always set all of this stuff later. All right, so here we have it. This is Windows on our Steam Deck. So let's switch the rotation. You're gonna want to hold down the button here, go to display settings, and then you want to scroll all the way down, and then you want to go from portrait to landscape. And then we want to keep changes. So now we should have a traditional looking screen. So next thing we want to do now is just all the drivers that we saved onto the micro SD card. We're just going to open it up here. We're going to go to this Windows driver. Again, it's important for you guys to make that folder. So we're just going to start installing all of these drivers. All right, here we go. So this is the Wi-Fi driver. We're just setting it up right now. So we're going to finish and we're good to go. So we're going to go back here and we're going to find the other driver here. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna install driver. Gonna hit yes. Again, this might sound boring, but it's really important to install all these drivers so Windows can work properly on your Steam Deck. All right, so that one is done. We're gonna hit back. We're gonna come to this one here. Gonna hit it. And then for this one, you wanna push the L2 button here. You wanna hit install. This is the audio driver, I believe. Right, so we're gonna go back again. There's another one of these that we have to do the same thing for. I believe it's this one, left, this one, and then we're gonna install it. Get another audio driver. There's two parts to that. Then we're gonna go back again. I know this sounds so tedious, but trust me guys, in order to get Windows working properly, this is really important. So we're gonna hit setup, hit yes, and then we're gonna hit next. And then we have finished. All right, so last driver is this one here. Just gonna set it up. And this is the AMD software. All right, so that finished, and in order for that to work, you need to restart it. All right, so we're gonna open up this as well. And then we're going to go back to the micro SD card because we have the controller stuff to still install here. So we're gonna go to Windows drivers. And then we're gonna first start with the bus. We're gonna hit next. We're gonna hit agree. Hit next, install. Yes, we want the bus driver. And again, this is to get the controller support working to where it recognizes the Steam Deck controllers on Windows. We're gonna do the VC here as well. Hit agree. Hit install. Hit yes. So we're gonna close that. And then last is we're gonna set up the SWCD. Hit yes. Hit OK. Next, agree, next, install. That's done. All right, so we should be able to see that here. So again, when you're ready to play a Windows game, just come here, go to default profile, and put this buttons enable and mouse movement enable, this lizard mode. And by enabling these two, it should get your Steam Deck controls to recognize your Steam games. But just want to show you guys how to set up your Windows once you have it here installed in your Steam Deck.